afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Outdoor Action Channel. Today we're going to be doing a two-part video. One, what do I need to get into paintball? And the second part being a nice budget baller setup for anybody that's a little bit more interested. You might be looking at the table right now and being kind of confused at what we got going on, but what you see on this table is really everything that you need to get into paintball. What you need really, just need a shirt, a nice long pair of pants. They don't need to be nice military grade camo pants, but just a good pair, maybe jeans you don't care about, but long pants are really useful. And you can either choose between either a pair of sneakers you might not care about anymore, or if you want to get a little more traction, some people also like to wear cleats. But anything that you see on this table right now is really what you need to get into paintball and go to the field. Once you get to the field, you can pay, usually at my field it's about $45, and they'll set you up with everything you need. They'll give you a mask, they'll give you a marker, they'll give you an air tank, they make sure everything's super safe. You get everything you need to play that day, and there's nothing you need to worry about besides the stuff that you show up with that's on your back. What you see here is really everything you need to get into paintball. The only thing that you can't see is the desire to actually play paintball. If you want to play paintball, you're probably a little bit younger if you're just getting into it. So probably ask your parents, say you want to go, maybe get some friends together, and just go out to the field, try it out. I would recommend your first couple times playing using the rental gear. Just kind of get used to the sport, make sure you like it, because paintball does get expensive, so you do want to save your money up, and make sure it's something you actually want to do. But if you want to get into it, this is all you need. You just show up dressed appropriately for the sport, have a decent pair of shoes that's going to protect your ankles a little bit, cleats if you want more traction, just a long pair of pants so your legs are protected. If it's cooler out, you might want to think about wearing a sweatshirt, because if it's your first time playing, you might feel a little bit uncomfortable getting hit with paintballs. They do sting a little bit, there's no lie about that. So you might want a little bit more protection than just a t-shirt. But besides that, this is really everything you need to get into paintball. Anything else you do, you just show up at the field, you pay about $45, and you get all the rental gear, you're all set for the day, and you have nothing else to worry about. I strongly recommend, especially if you're already looking at this video and you haven't yet, try out playing paintball. It's a great sport, I love it. It does get a little expensive as you get deeper into it, but it is definitely worth it. It's a great time. You can go out, have some fun with your friends. Even if they don't want to go and play, you can just go out to the field. There's always people there. It's a great time. I can't even think of words to describe how much fun it is to play, and I really do recommend that you guys get out there and try it. But now for some of you that might be playing already, maybe you already went through this step, you're already using the rental gear at the field, but you don't want to send too much money to paintball, you're looking for a nice budget baller setup, and I have a really good and really simple one for you guys. I used this for about 3 years, it worked great for me, and it's going to work great for you guys too. And everything that you need that you've had before, you can see right here. It's just a mask and a bag. There's 3 things that you're going to need to get once you do get into your budget baller setup basically, and that's going to be a mask, an air source, and a marker. You can buy those in really any order you prefer, whatever's more important to you. If you want to get your marker first and make sure you have your own gun when you get to the field, you can do that, but if you'd rather have your own mask, make sure you have something really comfortable, you can do that too. It's all up to your preference, but those are really the 3 things that you need to be a budget baller and show up to that field, pay just the regular entry fee, and get out and play. So here, we have a regular, just a Tippmann mask. It's a great mask. I used this for about 3 years. It's still great. Super comfortable, super wide angle view, and it's great to use. The next thing we're going to be moving on to is the air source. Now the thing is, when a lot of people get into paintball, they go to CO2 because it's cheaper, and most of the lower end guns that you're going to be using as a budget baller run on CO2. But if you're going to be working at a field, I definitely recommend that you get a compressed air tank. They're way better for your gun, they're way more efficient. Most fields won't fill CO2 anyway, I know mine doesn't. So you're going to be better off just getting your own HPA tank, high pressure air, and using that at the field. It's going to be a lot better. On your gun, you're going to be way more consistent at the chronograph, way more consistent on your shots, and it's usually free refills all day. This is a 3,048 cubic inch tank, and I bought this used. It cost me approximately $35 at my local paintball shop. You guys can get these really cheap. They're still in great shape. They're hydro tested. There's nothing to worry about. So just go out there and get yourself a tank like this. Now the next thing you're going to move on to is the marker. So we can go ahead, open this bag up, And you guys can probably already guess what's going to be in here. It's going to be just your regular Tippmann 98 Custom stock barrel, and then just a basic gravity feed loader. I'm going to go ahead and set this bag aside for you guys. And there you go. That is the marker that you might need for your budget baller setup. Most Tippmanns that you're going to buy, they might just come with a loader, gravity feed, and probably a 9-ounce CO2 tank. Even if you get that CO2 tank, I really recommend you guys get high pressure air. You can look anywhere else online. Everybody's going to recommend that you get high pressure air. It's way better. There's no really way to describe it until you use it, but once you make the change, you're going to be very much wishing that you did it sooner if you don't do it right away. Now the Tippmann 98 Custom, by the way, this isn't a Tippmann promotion. You guys might get that feeling. It's not. It's just that Tippmann makes really good guns for budget ballers. They're cheap and they are super reliable. This Tippmann, it still works. I think this is probably about 6 years old. I've put up a ton of abuse to it. When I get into paintball, I really didn't have a clue what I was doing. I didn't clean the gun or put any lubricant in it for about 2 or 3 years, I want to say. I wasn't playing a lot. I probably only shot, I want to say 15 cases in that amount of time. But in that amount of time, I did no maintenance, and this gun works perfectly fine. It's a tank. It's great to use. There's no way to describe it. It is really the perfect budget baller gun. As you can see, it's really simple. It's a mechanical gun, obviously. So you just pull the bolt back. You have a safety switch here. And then once you have your air source lined up and screwed in, you just pull the trigger. Boom. Simple. No electronics to worry about. No batteries. Just simple. Pull the bolt back and shoot. That's all you have to worry about. This is the Tippmann 98 Custom. It is a great budget baller gun. It's a little high in the weight end, but it is super good to use. And I really do recommend it. If there's one change, even for the budget baller setup, that I would recommend, the stock barrel it comes with is super small and short. So I would recommend just, once you get a little bit more money saved up, that you replace that with a lighter weight and at the same time longer, probably a CP barrel. They're great for budget ballers. I even got one for my electronic gun. CP makes great barrels at a great price. So as you can see here, this is just a tactical 16-inch barrel that I got from my 98 Custom. It's great. It's really the only upgrade that I'd say to get on anything for a budget baller setup. And really guys, that's everything you need. You got your marker, you have your gravity feed hopper, you have your mask. The mask is super important because that protects your eyes, keeps you safe. You have your air source, and then you just have whatever kind of shirt or sweatshirt you want to wear, and a pair of long pants. That is all you need to either get into paintball or have a pretty decent budget baller setup. It might seem really simple. You say, oh no, I need more than that. But you really don't. This is all you need to get into paintball, and it's all you need for a great budget baller setup. I'll try and leave links to everything I can down below, but everybody's got a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, everybody's got pants, and probably a pair of shoes that you don't mind getting dirty at the field. You can pick up a marker for between probably 100 and 150 bucks. Tank, as I said, 35. The mask is probably another 30. So from the time where you start playing paintball to your first budget baller setup, you're probably looking right around or just under $200. That might sound expensive, but paintball is an expensive sport. It's something that you're going to have to be committed to. But it is super fun. I really do recommend that you guys play it as much as you can. I love going out there and playing it with my friends. I'm hoping to get some footage for you guys soon of me out there playing. But other than that, guys, this is really all you need. I know it might seem simple, and I've said that a couple of times already, but this is all that you need to get into paintball. I really recommend that you try this. Give it your best shot. Don't forget to leave your comments down below saying what you thought of the video, maybe once you try it out a little bit, or if you have any other suggestions, leave comments about those down below as well. Don't forget to like and share, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. It really helps the channel grow. It's always great to see new subscribers coming, and it really motivates me to keep making videos. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and have fun when you get out the field playing paintball. This has been the Outdoor Action Channel, and I'll see you guys next time.